I want to be a mom so bad. Like, I want to be pregnant so bad.
26 years old, a single mom. I'm trying today. Guys are also not
Why have men become princesses? Please explain.
Date the guy that you think he may be boring.
I hate my kids. I hate myself.
Men today aren't allowed to have preferences. They just shame you for stating them.
Not only do so many men not care to date a single mom.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and we were supposed to go out for dinner tonight as a single mom.
So if you're a single mom, don't let anybody make you feel bad about this.
What exactly would they gain from picking up the load that another man left behind? Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Guys will really be like, I care about you. Just not in the way where I would care if I never saw you or spoke to you literally ever again. So, but like, so I care.
I had no idea there was such a disdain for single moms up until this post. And I'm really perplexed by this because single moms are where it's at. We have an unlimited supply of snacks, juice boxes, water bottles, baby wipes, because you never know when you're going to spill shit. I can whip up the most elaborate meal on the planet with the most random ass shit that I've got in the pantry just to fill your belly. So I don't know what kind of fucking weird ass trauma that you have against single moms, but I can tell you, you're fucking missing out, bro.
Is that what you think we want? Juice boxes and snacks? Single mums are nothing but baggage and trauma. Get a clue. The order goes her kids, her family, her friends, the dog, the cat, then you. I'll just cook my own food and miss the headaches. Why in God's name would I want to help raise someone else's kid and deal with the dad? Wrong, wrong, wrong. I married a single mum, and it was by far the worst decision I ever made. All she wanted was my resources. It's not a disdain at all. Most of us have dated single mums and been left in the dust over and over, regardless of snacks and meals. It's not necessarily disdain that drives men to avoid dating single mothers. Rather, it's often a matter of personal preference. It's like asking a recently divorced man why he wouldn't consider marriage again after losing everything. These men have had negative experiences in the past, leading them to steer clear of dating single mothers altogether.
So I just seen a post that said single moms be having all these standards and they baby daddy meets none of them. Like, of course, he was the lesson. Now she knows what to look for in a man and what not to look for. She stood on business and she moved on. Next subject.
If these women really learned their lessons, they wouldn't be having 3 baby daddies. As a man, it is very important to compare what a woman say versus what her actions shows. You will come to find out most of the time they are completely different.
The best relationship advice I've ever received is this: the excuses. The only thing keeping him from being with you is the fact that he doesn't really want to be with you.
And you let it burn, sing off key in my chorus.
You're probably confused. This woman was supposed to go on a date as a single mother, but the date got cancelled. So she made this video to express her sadness.
Okay, so the best thing about dating as a single mom is that it automatically filters out the worst men on planet Earth. Men who would never date a single mom.
So your ex was 19 years old. I have heard of the Joe Rogan podcast, yes. No, you're absolutely entitled to call your ex a bitch. That is a great deal on a timeshare in Miami. I am a single mom. Oh, you're leaving? Oh no.
It costs $280,000 to raise one child and another $200,000 to educate them. A man who chooses you chooses the economics. Or not. It's just reality. Dating single mums is hard. I don't care what any of you single mums say. Does it really make me a bad person if I don't want the responsibility of being a stepdad? Why would you say men who won't date a single mom are the worst? There are women who won't date a single dad. Single mums are the worst, like buying a used car with a busted chassis. Why is a man considered the worst man on planet Earth? Because he doesn't want to add to another man's collection. A single mother only demonstrates the ability to choose her mates poorly. Another man shouldn't come into that relation and bear responsibility for that. There's no benefits in it for him.
When I hear about people having kids at my age, and I'm just like, I just don't want to be a teen mom. It's not for me, despite being 29 years old. Mentally, I'm 13. So.
You need help.
Real quick reminder for the moms out there surrounded by children who haven't left the house in days or weeks on end. There is a reason that solitary confinement is used as one of the worst punishments for people all over the world. Because it works.
My fucking turn. Men, would you rather be stuck in a desert for 60 days with nothing but a dog? Or be stuck in that same desert with a woman? You let me know.
Takes less resources, useful, doesn't yap, loves me unconditionally. Doggo. This was tutorial difficulty. Decision. Dog, he can hunt food, is cute, protects me, needs less food, water runs faster, is brave, actually loves me, won't complain about all things. Majority of the men said they would choose the dog. Some of them said they would choose the woman because they don't want the dog to suffer at her hands.
I will never understand why people are so quick to assume that when they see a single mother that she got left. Like, do you not know that we did a dash? We took off and we escaped. We ski our way out of that motherfucking relationship. What you talking about?
Women wouldn't have to be doing no running if they chose better partners to procreate with. I just keep wondering what happened to that female intuition they're so proud of. Why do they ignore the guys that would treat them better and pick the guys that would break their hearts? It doesn't make sense.
So if you're a single mom, don't let anybody make you feel bad about the standards that you set or the decisions that you make regarding the company that you keep. Don't let anyone make you feel worthless. Don't let anyone make you feel like when you set a boundary or a standard that you're asking for too much. You're doing exactly what you need to be doing, boo. Whether you're a single mom who's never been married or you're a single mom as a product of a divorce, you have the right to ask for what you feel that you deserve. And don't compromise on that. Because people who want you to compromise on that want to take advantage of you. See, I'm a single mom and people try to make us feel low. People try to make us feel like we're the bottom of the barrel, like we have to take scraps because we've birthed a child and literally have created life to progress our society. No, boo. You are the prize. That's so corny, but you are. And if someone doesn't want to see your worth or your value, you don't need them in your life. Remember that, okay?
Go back to the father and stop the cap. You have a right to make your standards. Doesn't mean anyone has to obey them. Yeah, the world don't work that way. Your child is valuable to you and you alone. Stay with the one you procreated with. It's simple as that. You have the right to have standards. However, having a child disqualifies you from men who have standards. No one has an issue with single mothers setting up boundaries or standards for themselves. The issue is, why didn't these women set up those boundaries before they got pregnant by those guys? They only come up with these boundaries for the next man that's coming into their lives so he can raise a child that's not even his. It doesn't make sense that a man has to come into a pre-built family and be expected to play that father role and be a leader, when those same expectations didn't apply to the biological father. These women have already given up their womb before a ring. A man shouldn't give up his wallet to a pre-built family.
You're just giving them the best life they've had in years. They're out, they're enjoying themselves, they're laughing, and they're discovering something new. And their ex-husband or ex-boyfriend sees that she's no longer texting him. And he sees her not responding to his texts as often as she did before. All of a sudden, that ex-husband or ex-boyfriend will make a strong attempt to win her back, and that confuses the single mother. And I heard this 3 times in my dating career where, I was going to go pick her up. She calls me. She goes, I hate to tell you this. It breaks my heart. I don't even know if I'm making the right decision, but I'm going to give my son's father one more chance. He just came. We talked about it. We've been talking about it for the past few nights and weekends, and we're going to do what's best for our son. Let me repeat that. We are going to do what's best for our son.
This won't be a popular statement, but it'll probably make you think and reevaluate. Remove sex from the relationship, and you'll probably find out you really don't have anything else to offer.
Girl, when I break you off, I promise that you won't.
Online dating in 2024 is like you talk on the phone, you video chat, you plan a date, you confirm a date, you get ready to leave for the date, and 2 minutes before you're walking out the door, they cancel and ghost you. True story, bro.
Sounds about right.
Not only do so many men not care to date a single mom, but so many men value that. Dating as a single mom, you don't want to look for somebody that's just willing to deal with your kid or just okay with them. You want to find somebody that views your child as a blessing, as a bonus to the situation. And they exist. I became a single mom shortly after having my baby. I really wasn't looking for a relationship, but I did not think that it would be easy to find somebody that was wanting to date me, but that is just so far from the truth. I'm here to tell you. It does come with certain aspects that can be intimidating. I have certain rules set for myself that can be a little bit challenging to navigate. I have a certain amount of time set, or longer, whatever feels right, before I bring someone into my child's life. Now, this can be kind of stressful, especially if you're dating someone who has never dated a mom before or doesn't have kids themselves, because you're building this connection with them alone, and then eventually it comes time to introduce them to that aspect of your life, and you don't know how they'll react. They don't know how they'll react. It could be too much for them, but that's just part of the risk of dating as a mom. And that's why it is so important to maintain boundaries with them, with yourself. Don't get too attached to them. Make sure you're happy on your own. Just view it as fun. Don't be guarded. Keep an open heart, but be mindful. Know that no matter what happens, you're good. You've had this on your own. You can keep having it on your own. We're all kick-ass moms, single moms. Rise.
I want to find someone, but I refuse to online date and feel like that's the only way nowadays. Nah, as a single mum, I haven't found a single man that wants to date me. I'm a single mum, and I actually almost never get approached. Maybe one day I'll open up. A real provider is willing to take your child in as their own. A lot of men think it's attractive that you're responsible and a good mum. They see wifey, not party girl. More mature men usually pursue single mums. A load of BS. One thing I can say for sure is that everyone has their own preferences. However, a man who actively pursues a single mother is probably a man without many options, so he's settling for that single mother. While it's true that everyone has the right to choose who they date, the reality is that some men might pursue single mothers because they feel they have fewer choices. Women typically call men who date single mothers real men for stepping up, and for the ones who don't, intimidated. But what exactly is real about dating a woman that already has kids? It's more real to me that a man starts his own family from scratch. No man is intimidated by that. They're just choosing what's best for them.
So I'm 30 and single, and the number one question I get asked is, why are you still single? And I've been trying to figure out the reason, I'm trying to put it into words as to why I'm so picky, I guess, quote unquote picky. And it's not that I haven't been on dates, or it's not that I haven't had boyfriends before, but it's more so that I just haven't been wowed. You know, I don't know. It's not the whole like, oh, you shouldn't feel butterflies in your stomach. You shouldn't feel infatuated. Like, I know. But I don't know if anyone feels this way, where you go on dates and you're not like, wow, that was amazing. I don't know. Am I wrong?
She hasn't been wowed because she's looking for perfection. If someone has been on numerous dates and still can't find a suitable partner, the issue likely lies with them, not their dates. This particular woman is in her 30s, an age where many women find themselves still searching for the right man. The reason often is that the type of man they desire must meet all their criteria. In doing so, they prolong their dating journey, failing to realize that perfection doesn't exist. By seeking an ideal partner who checks off every box, they overlook the potential for genuine connection and miss out on meaningful relationships.
3 things you should know before you even consider dating a single mom. Number 1, single moms are the only person in the dating pool that actually did forget to reply to your text because they were busy. No matter how interested she is in you, she's trying to get 1,000 things done and be in 1,000 places at once. Number 2, you will never be number 1 in her eyes. Her kids are always going to come first, and you either have to be confident enough in yourself to be okay with that, or politely don't waste her time. And number 3, download plenty of fish to find the best match for you.
Some men might consider these reasons valid enough to stay away. If a man feels he will never be a priority or even number 1 in a single mother's life, he might question why he should pursue a relationship with her in the first place. For many men, feeling undervalued or secondary is a significant deterrent. They might worry that investing time and effort into a relationship where they're not a top priority could lead to frustration, and if it gets to that point, they will eventually get fed up and walk away.
Are you gonna cry about it or are you gonna boss up? First of all, I'm gonna do both.
I'm gonna need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. You lucky we even here. I mean, options is low. You better get what you can get. You're lucky. Cause I just want y'all to think. Y'all be wanting dudes that's single, no kids, not entertaining no other female, but you got 2 baby fathers. And we supposed to pick up their responsibility and we have no kids? I just need y'all to process that, like, we don't have to be here. Message.
Without even realizing it, he gave the game away. You notice how many times he said lucky? That's what it is. They want you to feel lucky. They want you to feel lucky that somebody like them would want you and you have kids. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you have a high body count. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you're plus size. They always want you to feel lucky. Why do they want you to feel lucky? Because again, he gave the game away. You want us to be faithful? They want you to feel lucky to be with them so they could dog you out. They really want you to settle for them, but they're trying to convince you that they're settling for you. Just because she has kids doesn't mean she doesn't have standards. They always jump on the internet and try to make it seem like their preferences are every man's preferences. Not every man wants a single mother. That's true. But not every single mother wants every man either.
But not once did that man lie. Some women do have multiple baby daddies and then expect single men to take on the responsibility. For a man to step into a woman's life with 3 kids, she should feel lucky because not many men are willing to handle that baggage. If what that man said wasn't true, why are so many single mums struggling to find men? Women can deny these facts all they want, but it's the absolute truth. Single mothers often face challenges in dating because many men are hesitant to take on the additional responsibilities of raising children who aren't their own. So again, they should feel lucky.
We're single moms. We're going to be in our PJs past noon. We're going to have snacks stashed in our purse. We're going to fall asleep on you, but also wake up before you.
We're single moms. We're going to have food in our hair from time to time.
And toys in our tote bags.
We're going to have games on our phones.
We're going to have wipes.
Wipes in our cars.
Wipes in our purse.
Wipes at our desk.
Wipes everywhere, just in case you need to clean your hands.
We're single moms. We'll also have hand sanitizer for when we run out of wipes.
The non-toxic kind, of course.
We're going to say be there in 5 minutes. But that means 30.
We're single moms. Sorry, that was actually my daughter that texted you back, not me.
Dating as a single mom, one of my biggest pet peeves. When you meet a man out, meet him on a dating app, online,
at a club, wherever. Follows you on Instagram, you post a picture of your kid, and all of a sudden you get that message that, oh my God, you're such a sweet mom. I didn't know you had a kid. Sir, why the would you know I had a kid? Please tell me. Like you're pouring tequila down my throat in the club and I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, by the way, I have a child. And plus, like, why would I even tell you that? Like, I don't know you from Adam. I don't know you from a bucket of paint. Why would I inform you about my little chicken nugget that I have running around? That makes no sense. Like it really makes no sense, and it's baffling. Why do you feel the need to let me know that you know that I have a child? I know I have a kid. I don't need you to tell me that I have a kid. I see her every day. Like,
I don't understand this logic. She posted a picture of her child on a dating app and is upset that a man commented on it. The simple solution is to not post your kids on dating apps or social media if you're going to be upset about it. This pet peeve was created by you, madam. If you don't want people to know you have kids, maybe don't expose them to the world.
You got women that will put that on child support simply because he moved on and he got a new girl. The girl is stressing him out. His baby mom's is stressing him out. Now he taking that out on you. You ain't even do nothing to him. It's a lose-lose either way. His baby moms get disrespectful. The chances of him checking her slim to none. You want to know why? If he piss her off in any way, shape, or form, she could go right down to the courthouse. Or she could keep the kid from him. So he got to kind of walk on eggshells. And then as a woman, you don't respect him because it's like, why you don't ever check this bitch?
You know, I really want to just stop talking about dating altogether. It brings me no joy. Like, being in the dating pool, it brings me absolutely no joy. The only joy I get is eating a meal at a dinner table. The whole process, oh, what you doing? Good morning. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It's like, I don't get shit out of this, but I just can't stop. I admit, I do like the attention. But nothing ever lasts over 2-3 weeks. So it's like, I'm tired of going through that cycle too. I don't know. I'm just fucking tired, bro. I'm tired of everything. Like, life is just frustrating as hell.
So let me get this straight. This woman doesn't get nothing from dating, but she can't stop because of the attention and thrill that she's getting from it. This is a woman who's only dating and not dating with intention. The only thing it sounds like she's looking for from dating is attention and validation. If you don't get nothing out of dating, why continue? Maybe the streets is where you belong, just saying.
Why have men become princesses? Please explain, because we're out here walking on eggshells thinking, oh my God, if I say one wrong thing, he's gonna run. If I am not feminine enough, if I'm not enough of a chase, he's gonna run. Because they're like, no, I want it how I want it, when I want it. You know, I want to text you when I want to text you, I want to call you when I want to call you. And all of that is good and fine. But then if you're a little bit assertive as a woman, if you're like, you know, let's get to it, or what's the point? Or you call them out on something, they're like, okay, I'm gonna move on to the next girl who hasn't called my bluff yet. And they are princesses, like they take, what, can they still take sarcasm? Where are the men? Where are they? I wonder. I think about it a lot because they have really been getting the princess treatment from women. Texting every day, good morning text, good evening, good night. Girls, you're giving them the red carpet treatment, and what are you getting in return? You're getting ghosted and you're paying for your own drinks.
You're paying for your own drinks. Is that what this is all about? Because we are strong enough now to accept our emotions and talk about them, we finally let go of the toxic masculinity facade. Wait, is it wrong I became softer and more open? Walking on eggshells seems to be a common theme in dating nowadays. Perhaps it's because it is being driven by ego and not by people's hearts. It's double standards. Single life is not a bad life, guys. More than 10 years now. You'll dodge a bullet. This isn't about men becoming princesses. This is about men knowing their worth. This is about equality. Texting good morning is just basic communication. By the way, it's less than the bare minimum in a relationship. If you want to keep a man today, you've got to go above and beyond. We are in drizzle era after all.
Dating in your 30s is so weird because it's always, what do you do for fun? I don't know. I really don't. I work. I take care of my kids. I go home. I mean, I don't know. What is fun? Like, fun to me probably sounds like sitting in peace and quiet, relaxing for a few minutes, not hearing mama for about 10 minutes. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have a life outside of being a mom right now. I don't know what fun is.
Be careful with her. She has healed herself more times than you can ever even imagine. She wears her traumas like war paint, wiping her tears before they even have a chance to roll off of her cheeks.
I really hope this doesn't end up on the wrong side of TikTok.
Oh, I think it ended up exactly where it belongs.
A controversial opinion, I strongly believe that women who hate men can still be in happy, healthy relationships.
Well, that's certainly some kind of opinion.
I do not believe that men who hate women can be in happy, healthy relationships.
These feminist women are really exhausting. They're more sexist to men than men are to women. The scary part is, some of these women are raising sons. This just goes to show that some women think that they can do no wrong and men can't do no right. And they keep wondering why men have gone their own way.
No. Listen to me right now. Give me the phone. I don't raise you to be like that. Do I disrespect you? So you don't disrespect me. Does your father disrespect you? He's not my father. He's my stepdad. Are you kidding me right now? I'm sorry she said that to you. I'm sorry she said that to you. You don't disrespect him like that. That is unacceptable. He's not obligated to, but you don't have to disrespect anyone.
It's okay.
That isn't okay. I'm sorry she did that. Why would you want to hurt someone's feelings like that? Would you want him to say you're not my daughter? We're all a family here. We're all a blended family. I'm talking to her.
Babe, I know, but you know, I want to leave.
No.
I'm feeling right now.
London.
I want to go. Please, I'm so hurt.
I'm talking to you.
I'm hurt right now, man.
You need to apologize.
It's fine, baby. It's fine. Can I get a car?
This is not okay.
Babe.
I'm sorry. What kind of apology is that?
This is just one of the many things that stepfathers experience when they step into those pre-built families. While this might have hurt him, this is the reality check that he needed. I just hope this was a very important lesson for him.
As a single mom, I know how isolating that can feel because I know when I first became a single mom and I grew up in a very religious, conservative family and community, I felt very alone. I felt very isolated in what I was going through. And even though I had amazing friends, amazing family members who were there to help me through and support me and give me all the love that I needed, it still felt very isolating. And if you are feeling this way because you're going through a similar experience, and even though you have friends, even though you have family, they just don't get it, right? And so you end up talking about your experience, and so you feel unseen and unheard, and also just misunderstood.
There are 3 reasons why you should never chase a woman. The first reason why you should never chase a woman is because you start to get caught up in chasing the thrill rather than the connection. Sometimes the thrill and excitement of trying to win her over blinds you from whether or not you even like or connect with this girl. So ask yourself, am I even really into her, or am I just into the challenge of winning her over? The second reason why you should never chase a woman is the missed opportunities. Focusing all your energy on one girl who is not reciprocating means you might miss out on getting to know somebody who is genuinely interested and willing to put in the effort for a relationship with you. And number 3, it decreases your value perception. When you chase somebody excessively, it inadvertently sends the message that you don't value yourself enough to require equal effort in return, which decreases how much you're valued by the other person. As always, feel free to save this video as a reminder for why you should never chase a woman.
Chasing means someone is running. Learn to accept what you can't have. There's someone better who won't run. Good points. Don't force a round peg in a square hole. Let it happen organically and not forced. Then the women complain why he doesn't approach them. I asked a woman out and she said no. But I didn't get upset. I said okay and just acted like it never happened. 3 months later, she asked me if I still wanted to try. Don't chase them, just wait patiently. If you ever have to chase a woman, it just means she doesn't like you as much as you like her, or maybe somebody else could be in the picture. The woman that genuinely like you will never have you jump through hoops to get her attention. She will just reciprocate. The games only comes from the one that doesn't really see a future with you, so they try and make you chase them to boost their ego.
Typically, men who grow up with a single mother tend to attract toxic women. It's a subconscious pattern that's playing in the background. Oftentimes, you neglect your own needs because you want to be so desperately different than how you saw your father treat your mother. Healthy women are typically not attracted to codependency and caretaking. Check your motivation for wanting to please her. Are you being genuine, or are you giving expecting something in return in order to feel loved, appreciated, and valued by this person? Resentment might build because no one can keep up with your level of giving, because it's not coming from an authentic place. It's coming from a wounded space. Most of the time, the women that you attract will take more than they give.
I want to say Happy Father's Day to the moms. I do. This is going to make some people mad, but I don't care, because this is for the single moms, the divorced moms, the widowed moms, the moms in unsupportive and unloving relationships. Happy Father's Day to you. You are amazing for doing both jobs. If no one else is celebrating you today, I hope you celebrate yourself. I hope you get yourself a sweet treat. I hope you have a glass of champagne. I hope you buy yourself a gift. You deserve it. You are doing amazing.
This is terrible motivation. First of all, women cannot be both mothers and fathers. They can't do both jobs effectively. Secondly, why do we never see fathers playing the mother's role? You never hear a father say, "Since your mother isn't here, I'll play mommy too." Those sentences only come from women. A child needs both parental figures for balanced development. Fathers and mothers each bring unique qualities and perspectives to parenting. Fathers often provide guidance, discipline, and a sense of security that is hard to replicate. Just trying to play the daddy isn't enough. Children need that distinct fatherly presence and influence. And also, what about single dads on Mother's Day? Is she going to say the same thing?
There's one thing you got to admit that women are really good at. It's making everything about themselves. And that includes Father's Day, or as I usually refer to it, National Custodial Interference Day, because so many men are denied access to their children by vindictive mothers on that day. Now, we all know there's going to be a host of single mothers putting up posts praising themselves for being dad and all that other stuff. But then there's also this.
So many women are let down by Mother's Day every single year, and I just want to give you permission. If you are one of those women who was let down on Mother's Day, match his energy. If he showed up with nothing, no card, no flowers, no gift, nothing, you show up with nothing.
As I said, they always make it about them. Here she's telling women to match his energy and give him the equivalent on Father's Day that she got on Mother's Day. But it begs the question, what did she do the prior Father's Day? You see, she's not going to talk about how she completely ignored him then. She's not going to talk about how in the years since then, she's done nothing but bitch and complain at him, never acknowledging or appreciating a damn thing he's ever done. Let's forget Father's Day. Let's just ask every man out there, when was the last time the woman you're in a relationship with showed you any appreciation, gratitude, or acknowledgement at all? The truth of the matter is the majority of men will tell you the answer is never, or it's happened once or twice in the entire relationship. And good luck finding women who will acknowledge that that is indeed the case. that they have never shown any appreciation. Because to a woman, they will all claim they have, when the reality is they haven't. Because as we all know, no matter how hard a man tries, no matter how much a father does, women will always say it's nothing more than the bare minimum. And gentlemen, it's time we stop tolerating that. It's the soft guy era. If they're not going to treat us like the kings we are, then we should indeed, as this woman says, match their energy. Give them in return exactly what they're giving us. Treat them the very same way they're treating us. Now, we all know they're not going to like that, and they'll be out making a ton of videos attacking men like this woman did. To which I say, too bad, so sad. Until you ladies decide to start showing men the respect and acknowledgement that they deserve, we have no obligation to show you any in return. We're going to indeed match your energy, not just on Mother's Day, but every day of the week. So buckle up, ladies. Stock up on your boxed wine, your cat food, and all the other things you need to cope, because men are done with it all and walking away.
First off, I don't even know why we have a day to show appreciation to our mates. That appreciation should be shown all the time for the efforts and time they put out into being a good parent. I honestly think men and women need to start treating each other with more kindness. We are not enemies here. Why is there always a fight between us?
All right, y'all. Oh, here's the deal. I'm about to share the uncomfortable truth about dating a single mom. Now, I've seen it all over the internet, and I decided as a single mother, let me just be honest. Let's get into it, family. I'm telling on myself, but it's all good. Number one, you will have less availability. Can't be too flexible with the scheduling. It is what it is. Number two, there will be more expectation. When a child is involved, you are dating intentionally, you're going to be looking for more. Because it's not just about you. It's about your babies too. Number three, this goes along with the last one, more picky or pickier. Not sure which one is grammatically correct. Number four, more intentional. There will be less games being played. Can't speak in extreme, but I would assume most women that have children are going to be way more intentional. Number five, the potential of more responsibility. If it goes well, you'll be a stepdad. So it does come with more. Number six, the potential of more baggage. Number seven, may be way more mature to the increase of responsibility of caring for a child.
I am so glad you was honest. But why should a man accept that as opposed to finding someone without kids? All the responsibility and none of the rewards. I can already hear, "You're not my dad." And "Don't talk to my son-daughter like that. Just stay away. Too much hassle." Single mums are big red flags. Stay away, men. Single parents, period. As a single dad, I agree with this. Especially the lack of respect of my time I give you. Could be with my kids instead. I appreciate the truth coming from a single mother herself. But all of those reasons sounds good enough to stay away from dating a single mother. It is always and will always be better to start your own family. Imagine how a man would feel having to come in and expect to play daddy. He would probably feel used. Single mothers needs to work things out with their biological father or date a single father.
Yeah, like you was good. You in or you out. I don't got time to waste. I know who the fuck I am.
Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Shawty is a eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover. Oh,
let me show you what you're missing. Paradise with...
Are you crazy?
Okay, we gotta talk about this because men don't tell women how they feel. Do you know that?
Yes, we know that. And there's usually a good reason why men don't share their feelings.
You guys keep it all bottled up inside.
Because it's safer that way.
And you tell your little side chick.
And not all guys have side chicks.
But you don't tell your wife.
If they're not telling their wife or their significant other about their feelings, it's likely because they've done that before and had it blow up in their face.
We don't know how you feel.
Because a lot of times when men open up to women, they often end up regretting it because it's used against them. They are told that they are weak for feeling the way that they do, or their feelings are completely dismissed.
And that's not our problem. If we don't know how you feel, how are we going to change it?
Maybe try being more observant and actually pay attention to what's really going on in that man's life.
Start telling your wife how you feel. Give her the brutal, honest truth. Give it to her. See what happens.
It's been my experience that a lot of women in these type of situations can't handle the brutal truth about anything, let alone about a man's feelings, and the possibilities for disaster simply boggle the mind.
If a man opens up to his wife about his feelings, he might lose her respect. Many men fear that showing vulnerability will make them seem weak and less attractive. They worry that being honest about their emotions could damage their relationship. Men are often taught to be stoic and strong, to bear their burdens silently, and to shield their emotions. This can create a barrier in their relationships, preventing open communication and emotional intimacy. When a man does decide to open up, he may worry that his partner will see him differently, thinking he's less capable or less masculine. And even in some cases when a man does open up, it is weaponized against him.